it's Erin and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing something very exciting. Right here I have the brand new 2020 MacBook Air with the M1 chip. Today I'm going to be unboxing this MacBook, setting it up, going over the new app icons and features, and finally I'm going to be comparing 4 generations of MacBook Airs. So definitely stick to the end because you do not want to miss that. In this bag I have the brand new MacBook Air, like I said, and this is actually my dad's MacBook, but I just really wanted to open it for you guys. My dad wanted to upgrade because this is much faster. This MacBook starts at $999, and if you have a student discount, it will start at $899. It also has 16 gigabytes of storage and 1 terabyte of SSD storage. And now that I've gone over that, we can finally get started and unbox this. Okay, oh my goodness. So excited to open this. We just pull this little like tab thing, I guess. I don't know, I've never actually opened a MacBook before. So this is very exciting. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm just going to set this aside really quickly, and I'm just going to talk about the things in the box first, and then we can get to the really exciting part. So of course you just have the charger. So this is the charger that goes into the MacBook, obviously, and it is just a USB-C to USB-C port, and it only goes into certain blocks, but they do give you a block that it will plug into. Wow, it's so clean. Let me just like show you my current block, and the size difference is crazy. Do you guys see that? This is my block that I have that goes with my current MacBook, and this is the new block. And of course, just the designed by Apple in California with a little pamphlet in it. So there are stickers in here, of course. Oh wow, these are silver. I don't think they are usually silver, so this is actually really cool. So now I'm going to set this aside, and it is time to open the brand new MacBook. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh. Okay, so now I'm just going to set up part of it. Obviously, I can't set up all of it because it is my dad's, but I'm just going to set up most of it right now. Now that I have set it up, I just wanted to say that what is so special about this MacBook is that it actually has an M1 chip, and if you don't know what that means, basically Apple has been using a standard chip in all of their previous MacBook, and this chip is just made by Intel and it goes into most computers. Obviously Apple makes their own chips for iPhones and iPads, so it is a very big deal that they finally made one to go into a MacBook. Because Apple finally made their own chip specifically for Mac notebook, this chip worked perfectly for the laptop, and it also means that this new MacBook Air does not need a fan because this chip is ultra low power and it will not get as hot. Because there is no fan, this makes this MacBook the thinnest and lightest Mac notebook ever. Just picking this MacBook up, it's seriously so lightweight. It's honestly insane. Even compared to my old MacBook, which is like super light, but it's so much lighter. It's crazy. Both of these are the 13-inch, but you can see how much thicker this MacBook is compared to this one, and the size comparison. That's insane. And it also has up to 18 hours of battery life. Right now I'm actually going to be just talking about some of the new features. So something really cool is there are some different app icons on the bottom here. There is a new Launchpad, Keynote, and Pages icon, and I'm pretty sure there's also a new Chrome icon, but that doesn't come on here. My dad will definitely install the app onto here instead of Safari. Another very, very cool thing is there are 2 new keys that I'm actually aware of. This is a really cool thing that my dad's going to be very excited about. So there is a new key where you can just press it and the emojis come up. It's so much easier. If you did not know, before you have to press Command, Control, and the space button to pull up emojis, and let me just tell you, it's kind of annoying. So having just this one key that you can press is super cool. There's also a key that turns on Do Not Disturb, which is so helpful. You basically just have to press this moon button, and as you can see, it will pop up right here. Do Not Disturb is on. There is something called Big Sur on the new MacBook Air, and it's so cool. You can add widgets and different things like that. I know this is a lot like how you can customize your iPhone and iPad. I'm not going to be doing any of that in this video because this is my dad's laptop and he doesn't want widgets on it. But that is really cool. I have heard that Safari is 2 times more responsive. Something that's really cool is there is a privacy report. You can get an instant snapshot of all the trackers that Safari has prevented from profiling you, which is really cool. So it says Safari has not encountered any trackers in the last 7 days, which is obviously very good. Obviously, if there are any trackers, it will just show up right here. Another cool feature is you can go into the App Store and download apps that you have on your phone or your iPad. So I decided, of course, to download Among Us onto my dad's laptop and just play a short little game. For the next portion of this video, I am going to be comparing 4 generations of MacBook Airs: the 2015 13-inch MacBook Air, the 2018 13-inch Retina MacBook Air, the early 2020 13-inch Retina MacBook Air, and finally the late 2020 13-inch Retina MacBook Air with the M1 chip. I'm going to be comparing the sleep to wake time and the page loading time using a site. It is just a Chrome plugin if you are interested. So for the first 2 comparisons, I have all of the MacBook Airs laid out in order from oldest to newest, starting on the left with the MacBook Air from 2015 all the way to the late 2020 MacBook Air with the M1 chip. So we just put them all to sleep and we are just going to press a random key to wake them. 3, 2, 1. So as you could tell, the MacBooks basically opened from fastest to slowest in the order of how new they are, which means that the MacBook with the M1 chip opened the fastest, and my dad says that it is even faster now that he has used it more. We have every single computer set up. We are going to try CNN.com because it downloads a lot of different images and it's a big website. So we are going to see which one will be the fastest. 3, 2, 1. Oldest is 3.38 seconds, 2.05 seconds, 1.68 seconds, and finally 0.91 seconds. So the brand new MacBook Air is almost 3/4 of a second faster than the early 2020 model. And the difference between the 2015 MacBook Air and the late 2020 MacBook Air with the M1 chip is 2.47 seconds. That is a lot of time that you could be saving. Then I'm going to be comparing the 2015 13-inch MacBook Air and the late 2020 13-inch Retina MacBook Air with the M1 chip, and we are going to be comparing how long it takes iMovie to open and how long it takes to export a project on these 2 MacBooks. For the next 2 comparisons, I have the 2015 MacBook Air and the late 2020 MacBook Air with the M1 chip, and we are going to be comparing different things with iMovie. This is a laptop that I edit all of my videos on, so I'm kind of scared to see how much longer it's going to take iMovie to open on here because I always have to sit for a while and just wait for it to open. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh! As you could tell, iMovie opens so much faster on the new MacBook Air. It took 12.21 seconds for iMovie to open on the 2015 MacBook and 2.25 seconds for iMovie to open on the MacBook M1. So that is crazy, and it is 9.95 seconds faster. For the final comparison, I made the exact same movie on both MacBooks, and I compared how long it took this 3.5 minute long movie to export. It took about 30 seconds for it to export on the MacBook with the M1 chip, and it took about 3 minutes for it to export on the 2015 MacBook Air. So that brings us to the end of this video. The final consensus on this laptop, obviously it is not mine, but I definitely would say based on the tests we've done, it seems so good and I would highly recommend it. Even compared to the early 2020 model, this new MacBook Air seems so much faster. It is so lightweight, like I said earlier. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will see you guys next Friday.